Leading into the May 2-4 weekend, the Safe Boating Awareness Week, the Toronto Police Marine Unit, in cooperation with the Canadian Safe Boating Council, offered these tips on how boaters can deal with high water levels.
We're just asking people to start using a little bit of common sense and being a little bit more prepared than they probably normally would be. We're coming into our first long weekend and our first real boating weekend of the season, and we just want people to aware that, you know, there's some structures now that are underwater that probably last year or the years before were visible. So that means slowing right down, creating no wake, taking your time. If you see an area that you're not really familiar with, it's probably best to avoid that area, because although it looks like it's covered in water, it might be pretty shallow. You might get in there and find yourself into a bit of a situation where you're fouling a prop or you're damaging your vessel. So stay away from those areas. We've had high water level issues too, and they're increasing, and the experts are saying that our levels are still going to increase a little bit because we're right in the middle of the beginning of spring, so we're still in that time where we could see some high waters. Pay attention to your weather forecast. As you can see, we have some of our docks down here that you can see the water has come up over, it's cresting, and that's from wake. So these waters could crest some more. You know what, sandbagging is obviously a very important. You may want to bring out the sandbags and get some of those, the tender areas, as we want to call them, secured. It's important to realize that your wake causes a lot of damage. So even in, the best of conditions, even a wake will cause a washout, and you're going to cause some damage to the shoreline. And we're also trying to protect the waterfowl and some of the other birds and that are nesting in the areas and the environment. We all have a responsibility as boaters to be aware that what we do, our actions, pardon my expression, have a ripple effect.
Boat Guide's Jonathan Lee reporting from Toronto, Ontario.